Respected sadhakas, welcome. Salutations to the wonderful sadhaka in you, the divinity in you. Gratitudes for being here every day, prompting me to have the study of these glorious Shastras, even though we are in terrible Kali Yuga with all our limitations in our personality, very less fit for these great spiritual journeys. पर करते रहने से सब आदत होएगा, सब सेट होएगा. With this idea, relentlessly we are doing, invoking the grace of divine. Congratulations as well as wishes and prayers that these things do not go wasted. All these studies add up to our knowledge, conviction, empowerment, initiation in doing sadhana and take us to the sadhya, the goal. Remember the 12 Vyaktitvas which we have to strengthen in us by our own conscious efforts. Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, and Shanta. Lucky we are that we have the six sources of blessing always open. It is we who have to find that time, interest, energy, and techniques to take or invoke their kind, compassionate help. In Brahma Tattva, always there, let us do Anusandhanam of Him as many times as possible during the day. Ishvara is there very much. Let us be Sharanagata to Him, asking Him to unite us with Him. Always available the Adi Parashakti Jagannatha, we can ask her to empower us in the positive Shakti required for Adhyatmika Sadhana Siddhi. Devata Ganas are always available. Do some upasana to them, then seek their blessings for our faculties to be intact all the time. So too, the Guru Gana, Guru Tattva are always there. Pray to them, promise to them that we do the sadhana indicated by them and ask to continue guiding us. Shruti Mata is always there. Spend every day some time in listening and studying our Shastras. This is the way to invoke her help Krupa. Let us do so. As a part of that only, these satsangas on Shastras, some of the Parayanams, Japa, we are doing throughout the day. Welcome the beautiful text Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Adhenam, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. We are into the third Sarga. This is Bhuyo Bhuyaha Sargaha Anuvarnanam. Name itself clearly tells what this Sarga containing as the content in it, the knowledge aspect. The simplest thing is till the Brahma Anubhuti is gained. That means we are in the Avidya and Maya. Till that time, it may be in any amount of time. This Srishti at the individual and total level repeatedly will happen. The cycle of Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. In the happening of all that, obviously, all the jivas, except those who are liberated, will again and again will be born, good staying and disappearing. Obviously understood depending on their own vasana samskaras, the places they are born, the times they are born, the faculties with which they are born depends. Having born again, with the given freedoms, whatever they do, that again determines where do they go? So this aspect that once we are born and we are given Purushartha Samarthya, how to use it, or Purushartha Samarthya is there given to us as gift. Using it, we can find our own moksha. This topic will be dealt after this sarga in the next 2 or 3 sargas, which is a very, very important input in the beginning of this study of this Shastra, wherein our effort necessary is reminded to us. निरंतर हमें अपने क्षमताओं को बढ़ाना, उसके अनुसार जो साधना करना है उसको करना, यही है yesterday we saw in this खेल what we have to do for our own redemption. Let us see in today's portion what Shri Vaashishtha ji is answering to the Prashna of Sri Rama regarding Vyasa Bhagavan's Videha Mukti. Shukaji got it, Vyasaji not yet what it is. So already we saw some portion in this pure conscious self, like that of sunlight, the Trasarenu type Trilokas, infinite, have come and gone. Right now also are so many whom we cannot count. In future also uncountable Trilokas or Brahmandas will come and go. These are all for the avidya ajnani. Vyasa Bhagavan is in that Atma Jnana Sthiti, Brahma Jnana Sthiti. Therefore, even though he is there in Sharira, other than that he is no less than the Videha Mukta. He is also fully Mukta, Jivan Mukta only. Then the further very crucial topics also to some extent we have seen. आज हम उसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे. Let us do our little bit chantings. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatah Sarvasachyastraha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shunvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Parangadim. तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर् जनमनवरतं मोहभङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। व्यास शुकदेवादि संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्धि ऋषि मुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यादि क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्यादि शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणां श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिराणां आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां दिव्यक्षेत्राणां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना सेवा उपासना यज्ञयागादि दिव्य कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं विश्वे धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अनेक शास्त्राणां अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि विश्वामित्र वशिष्ठादि मुनिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं तृतीय सर्गः भूयो भूय सर्ग अनुवर्णनम नाम. So when Sharira is left, that Jiva in that Ativahika Sharira, in his Hrudaya, entire Brahmandas he sees, entire his three lokas he sees. Then we are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 examples are given to substantiate to us that in the absence of the knowledge of the self, out of that ignorance, from the ignorance only because of the power of projection, how the world is projected to bring that point to our heart. 8 solid examples were given. So these each of the example when repeatedly seen, this fact that what we are seeing all is projected because of not having the Atma Yathatma Jnana. This point we start understanding, which is the most important crucial thing in spirituality Vedanta. This is where the sadhana starts. Okay? After knowing that, like these examples, this whole world is not real, projected, mithya, that our giving value importance to it gets reduced. Then only the mana becomes stabilized and shanta. In that shanta mana only about the tattva, the siddhanta jnana can be gained. Then on the dhyana sthiti, that Atma Anubhuti can be gained. Like morning, remember Ashta Siddhis, Viveka Siddhi, Jagat Mithya Jnana Siddhi, Vairagya Siddhi, Upasana Siddhi, Antakarana Shuddhi Siddhi, then Siddhanta Jnana Siddhi, Sadhana Siddhi, then Sadhya Siddhi. याद है सुबह का क्लास में देखा हमने. सो 8 ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, है ना. फिर इसके बाद ये जगत इतना रियल दिख रहा है, कैसा इसको मिथ्या मानूं. देखो वो एग्जाम्पल की तरह, फिर भी मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा, ये एग्जाम्पल की तरह, ये वाला एग्जाम्पल, ये वाला एग्जाम्पल. And to these 8, we can add our own today's example of all our cinemas, serials, movies. All of them are only projected. Where is the reality in them? In reality. But are we not seeing it and name it also? See real. It is nothing real, it's unreal only. See real करके देखते हैं उसको हम, है ना. So all of that, like the Sankalpa Ratna Simhasanadi, which we offer in the puja, like the Manorajya, then like the Indrajala created malas, then like the stories in which a variety of things are told in this our movie series can come. In those days, the stories were there only audio. Visuals were left to the listener to visualize. Because of all science technology, not only audio story, but the video also has come. Otherwise, सेम कथा अर्थ प्रतिभानवत, कथा में जो बताया उसको जैसे हम इमेजिन करते हैं. देन दुर्वात भूकंप इव, we have the vata roga, but for us bhumi is kampita, like that it appears. Then trastabala pishachavat, the child is frightened to get work done from him. For him it appears to be real only, that pishacha will take him away. Therefore, whatever the parents tell, that child does. So to mukta aliva vyomni, like the sequence of motia on the sky. Then now spanda taru yanavat, what is moving is the boat, but the trees are moving. It appears like that. Or train or bus moving, but the other things appear to be moving. Appear to be. Next, Swapna Samviti Puravat, dream town, dream village ki tarah. Then Smruti Jata Kha Pushpavat, you can just imagine a tree and flowers in the sky. Then Jagat Samsaranam Swantaha Mrutaha Anubhavati Swayam. In the same way, Mrutaha, a person dead, Swantaha, inside him only, the entire Jagat, Sukshma Rupena, he experiences. So, we are now seeing Stula. After death, no identity with the Stula Sharira. Indriyas are gone into the Mana. In the Mana, only the Vasanas are there. Because of it, like these examples, this Mruta Purusha, so Jagat Samsaranam Swa Antaha uh, Swa Antaha Anubhavati Swayam. Within himself only, all this he gets the Anumoti. After that, Tatra Ati Parinamena means through the Parinama steps, like Maya is Mahatattva, Mahata is Samishti Ahankaro. Samishti Ahankar में सात्विक रासिक तामसिक सात्विक अहंकार become इंद्रियाधिष्ठान देवतास राजिक अंतःकरण becomes राजसिक अहंकार कर्मेंद्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय अंतःकरण तामसिक अहंकार becomes तन्मात्रास तन्मात्रास express as mutual combination से पंच महाभूत. From the pancha mahabhuta admixture, the dehas are made. That is what you have to understand as ati parinamena. In this sequence of parinama, in the jiva hridaya, whatever sukshma samsara he was seeing, tadeva, that alone, ghanatam gatam, gets solidified. Iha lokaha ayam iti eva. Then this gross world is projected. Jiva Akashe Vijrumbhate. This is called Jiva Akasha. Before that was the Mana Akasha. From the Mana Akasha, this Tuli Bhavanam happens, and this is where just like you and I are now. Punaha, now from here starts. Punaha, Tatra Eva, once he has got into the womb and born into the Jagat, Tatra Eva, Janma ho gaya, Iha, Kamanas ho gaye, देन कामना के अनुसार कर्म, कर्म के अनुसार कर्म फल, देन ये चलता चलता फाइनली क्या होएगा, these shariras which are assemblage for the purpose is over, they get disassembled or they get back to their sources. That is what we call as maranadi अनुभूति मान. तो वही जीवा शरीर बनाएगा, उसकी वासना के अनुसार उस परिणाम से बनेगा. ही एंटर्स इनटू इट, देन जन्म इहा मरण, जन्म कर्म मृत्यु ही एक्सपीरियंसेस while living. Then he goes on imagining about the further life or the worlds. He just whatever you imagine for the future, project for the future becomes the future. It can be tomorrow's future, it can be next life. That future, next life imagination while being in this body is called a paraloka. So, paralokam kalpayati. According to that kalpana made in him, when he leaves the body, mrutaha tatra tatha punah. He will experience all that subtle. उसमें से जो भी एग्जॉस्ट होना है, that becomes cause for the gross manifestation. Highly mystical knowledge it is. And which loka he goes, 2000 light years away loka also he can go. If the things required for his exhaustion are there, and वहां से इधर भी आ सकते हैं. वो रेयर होगा संभावना. मोस्ट ऑफ इट इज इन दिस दायरों में घूमते रहते हैं. इन द भूलोक ओनली, और भूलोक भोरलोक स्वर्लोक. साधना करें तो और ऊपर, पाप आदि करें तो लोअर वर्ल्ड. ही गोज ऑन मूविंग द जीवा. ओके, तदंतरेण्ये पुरुषाः. दैट इज व्हाई दिस शरीर के अंदर अन्य पुरुषाः फॉर एवरीवन कॉल्ड एज सूक्ष्म शरीर. तेषाम् अन्तः तथा इतरे. विथिन देमसेल्व्स, इन ईच जीवा there is karana sharira samsara iti bhanti me. In this way the samsara continuously expresses kadala dala pithavat, like the केले का पेड़ काटते जाओ तो लेयर लेयर जैसे आते हैं, 3 लेयर का यह हमारा जीवन है. ओके, नाउ द फैक्ट इज व्हाट, न पृथ्वी आदि महाभूत गणा न च जगत क्रमाः मृतानां सन्ति तत्रापि तथाप्येषां जगद्भ्रमाः. So मृतानां, those who die, for them शरीर तादात्म्य छूट गया ना. With शरीर तादात्म्य only all the relativities were valid. शरीर छूट गया इसलिए न पृथ्वी आदि महाभूत गणाः, the pancha mahabhutas. Then with that pancha mahabhuta made, solid made, stula jagat also, na jagat kramaha, they are also na santi amrutanam. Tatrapi, even then, tathapi, because of these vasanas, esham to him jagat brahmaha. So that सूक्ष्म वाला रहेगा, because vasanas are there. उसके कारण फिर से स्थूल में आना होता है. Otherwise, once the gross body is left, that is a different mystical world altogether to that jiva. He is forced into vasanas, again into, because of vasanas, forced into different deha. And vasana is created by him, maintained by him out of ignorance. So with wisdom, he can get out of vasana, therefore out of janma marana. So these are the things we have to do anvaya to ourselves. Okay. That is what is said in these two shlokas. The main thing to be understood, it is avidyevaihi ananteyam nana prasava shalini jadanam Jadanam, for the ignorance people, their ignorance only, ignorant people, avidya eva ananta avidya. Till vidya comes, this avidya continues. That is why, in that sense, it is called as ananta. So, this ananta avidya, not knowing about the cell phone, that is the reason. What is it? Is the reason for? Be attentively listening this point. Nana Rasava Shalini. It has the ability to project, deliver the infinite varied world. It is able to project the infinite varied world. Which one? The avidya, the maya. But just by not knowing the truth, that avidya potentially has capacity to do the nana projection. Nana prasava shalini. Avidyevahi ananta yam nana prasava shalini. Prasava is delivery, that is projection, that is a kalpana. Like let us say a 600 yards of square yards of jameen. Huh? 600 square yards of jameen. But if you don't want to allow it to be the jameen, how many don't want to allow it to be the jameen is avidya. From that avidya, in that 600 gaj ka jameen mein, या 1000 gaj, जितना भी, how many things can be projected on that? Millions, isn't it? उसको खेती के लिए कर सकते हैं. In that खेती only, in that 1000 yards land, you can think million things. है कि नहीं? बोलो, समझ में आ रहा है ना बात? Once land is there of 1000 yards. Leave it as land, no projection. But you just don't want it to be remaining there as it is. Projection start. In the starting projection, first example I am giving, उसमें खेती बाड़ी करना चाहते हैं, उसमें हजारों पॉसिबिलिटी है कि नहीं, है ना? वहाँ यू कैन ग्रास, घास को भी उगा सकते, चावल उगा सकते, गेहूं उगा सकते, दूसरे चीजें. हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ क्रॉप्स आर देयर, all of them can be grown in that or not. Every type of grass that is there, grass, oh, every type of vegetable, every type of fruits, every type of the flowers, in that one only jameen, you can imagine not to grow it. Then by doing the due thing of plowing it, sowing seed, you can grow that. उसमें क्या है, सिर्फ आम का ही मैं बगीचा लगाऊंगा, ऐसा भी कर सकते, या नहीं तो चीकू वाला लगाऊंगा या सेब का, ऐसा संभावना है कि नहीं? और थोड़े आम, थोड़ा चीकू, थोड़ा सेब, ऐसा भी संभावना है कि नहीं? फिर ये 3 फल के साथ थोड़ा सब्जियां भी लगाऊंगा या थोड़े फूल भी लगाऊंगा, होगा ना? 1000 गज के जमीन में एक एक पौधा भी लगेगा. सी द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ द क्रॉप्स अलोन इन दैट 1000 यार्ड्स. एग्जाम्पल. अब वहाँ तुम आप लोग कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन बनाना चाहते हैं. अब वो कंस्ट्रक्शन की बात जब आई, तो अब मकान का ही ले लो. अब कितने उस 1000 जमीन में तरह के मकान बना सकते, झोपड़पट्टियों से लेकर 1000, मतलब 100 मंजिला बिल्डिंग तक, सारा आप उसमें इमेजिन कर सकते कि नहीं? बना सकते हैं कि नहीं? डुप्लेक्सेस बना सकते हैं, 10 बेडरूम वाले, 100 बेडरूम वाले, डिपेंडिंग द साइज ऑफ द लैंड. आई तो गिव एन एग्जांपल ऑफ 1000 यार्ड्स. एक पूरा एक विलेज मानो, एक बड़ा सा जगह मानो, 20 एकड़ ऐसा टाउनशिप भी बनता है. अब इमेजिन करो, उसमें इंडस्ट्रियां बनाना चाहते हो, बड़ा जगह है तो हजारों इंडस्ट्रियां बना सकते हो. अब कुछ नहीं, नदी खोदवाना है तो नदी बना सकते हो, एयरपोर्ट बना सकते हो, रेलवे स्टेशन बना सकते हो, पेट्रोल पंप बना सकते हो. एक ही जमीन, बट हाउ मच ऑफ द possibilities are there in conceiving to create there. I mean, giving an example to say how the Maya or Avidya Shakti has the power to project infinite things. It's only a beginning. इसमें फिर अगेन मिलियंस विद द राइस दैट इज ग्रोन. हाउ मेनी वेराइटीज आप बना सकते हो? बिरयानियाँ बना दो, पापड़ वगैरह बना दो. विथ यू कॉटन ग्रोन विद दैट, हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ क्लोथ्स यू कैन मेक. उसका फिर मैंने उसका गिनती गिनती नहीं कराया. अब आया ना आइडिया आ गया कि नहीं, हाउ वन कैन इमेजिन इन वन थिंग सो मेनी. दैट्स ऑल माया ओनली. दैट्स ऑल माया ओनली. Like with the wood, wood is wood. But are we not creating the doors, windows, tables, chairs? All of that is Maya only, Kalpita. Every metal, in how many ways we are molding it to? It's all Maya. अब आया समझ में? अविद्या एव ही अनंता इयम. This Ananta Avidya Maya Shakti, Nana Prasavashalini, which has a power to project multiplicity, infinite way. Jadanam, for those who have not known the self, Sarid Adirgha, it is an endless ocean, river. Tarat Sarga Tarangini, in the river ocean, the continuous coming and going of Tarangas are the Sargas, the Srushtis only. जस्ट लाइक सेम 1000 वाला गज का जगह है. तो जो क्रॉप आप पिछले साल किया, सारे उखाड़ के फेर के नया डाल सकते हो. वो निकाल के और एक डाल सकते. सर सेम बिल्डिंग यू हैव, यू कैन टोटली डिस्मॉलिश एंड मेक द न्यू वन, और यू कैन पार्शियली रिमूव एंड मेक समथिंग एल्स, और यू कैन ऐड अप टू इट. ये सब की भी गिनती करो तो अब अनंत हो जाएगा वहां. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ हियर तरत सर्ग तरंगिणी. In that avidya, named perennially flowing river, infinite srushti named tarangas come and go. While all that is happening, Parabrahma Tattva is intact. In him only the birth, change, death are not there, but are projected. They are not there, but they are projected. In ignorance. Projection tak is okay, but taking that projection as reality makes a samsara. Like you project a cinema, okay, but you take it as real, then it becomes samsara. Like projected a cricket match. अब खेलो, जो अच्छा खेलेगा जीतेगा. If you give it real and all, then samsara, कि मेरा भारत नहीं जीता. In India, there are thousands of them there who played well, they won करके, they are not at all bothered. South Africans, they cried so much. इधर साउथ का कैप्टन तो उसको देखो आप, ही इज लीस्ट डिस्टर्ब्ड ऑल. ही सेड किसको जीतना है, जिसने जीता तो जीत गया बस. वन कैन क्रिएट ए हो हल्ला ऑन दिस इश्यू, वन कैन से इट्स ओके. Projection can be given reality and get bound. Projection is taken as projection, get entertained and relax. And you can see this temporary. Once we won, many times we lost, again we won, again we will lose. अब चलता रहा, कब तक चलेगा ये यूजलेस स्पोर्ट्स, कार्डलेस क्रिकेट जब तक जिंदा है. इसी मेरे कितने अलग अलग स्पोर्ट्स थे होंगे, काल गर्भ में लय हो गए होंगे. फ्रेश एग्जाम्पल है ना बता रहा हूँ. पॉलिटिक्स ऑल्सो, हाउ मेनी किंगडम्स केम, हाउ मेनी पार्टीज केम, हाउ मेनी became लीडर्स, दे हैव गॉन डिसॉल्व्ड. अपने आंखों सामने एवरी चीज, थोड़ा आंख खोल कर देखो तो पता चलता है हाउ मेनी कमिंग एंड गोइंग. दैट कमिंग एंड गोइंग इज कॉल्ड प्रोजेक्शन. On what they are all coming and going is the reality. In the ignorance of that reality, that ignorance has a power because of which all these projections are happening. So avidya eva hi ananta iyam nana prasava shalini. Then for whom jadanam, and it is a adirgha sarit in that sarga tarangini. It is of the nature, it is having the tarangas in it called as srushti naturally. When the srushti happens, it stays for some time sthiti, then it has to go back laya. Then Paramartha Ambudau Spare. In this most sputa conscious self named Paramartha Ambuda ocean, hey Rama, oh my dear Rama, Sargatarangakaha, the waves called as creation, Bhuyaha Bhuyaha Anuvartante. Again and again they come and go. In that te eva anyecha morishaha. Same things can come, they go, and the newer and newer also will come and go. So the Maya Shakti has the capacity to repeat the same and to bring the new ones. So te eva anuvartante anyecha. Bhurishaha means uncountable. So remember a river. In that river's water, as so many waves are coming and going, in the Paramatma conscious Sachidananda Brahma, the entire Srishtis are coming and going. They are, some of them are same, some of them are newer ones. Well, how can the same Swamiji? Why not? When that Maya Shakti has such a power, it will project the same also. It will project the new also. Is not your machinery today, when you put a mold in it, same type of things it's producing or not? When a picture is given, are you not duplicating the same picture in number of copies? So if you can do the same thing yourself, hmm, why not the Ishvara with his Anantam Maya Shakti? है ना बात समझ में? तो इसका बढ़िया सा कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या है विद दिस नॉलेज इज दिस सृष्टि प्रवाह गोज ऑन कंटिन्यूसली. Sthiti, laya, this can never be stopped, need not be stopped. If you want to avoid this suffering because of these continuous changes, only one way. Changeless substratum, you identify with it. Either move along with the changes, accepting them, then also there is no samsara. Or realize your changeless substratum, there is no samsara. Changeless substratum is not realized. Living in the changeful samsara. Changeless substratum is not realized. Changeful samsara while living in it, expecting and struggling to make it changeless, that is called as samsara or dukkha. है ना? नहीं हिलने वाला जमीन है, लगातार हिलने वाला पानी है. तो या आ जाओ जमीन पे और हिलना डुलने से बच जाओ, और पानी में रहो, पानी के साथ हिलता डुलता रहो. जमीन पे नहीं आया, पानी में होते हुए नहीं ही हिलना है, ये रॉन्ग प्रपोजिशन छोड़ो. देयर इज नो संसार फॉर अस. Accept the changes or identify with the changeless. In either cases, there is no samsara. Changeless, we are not identifying, and changeful, we don't want it to change. Then this is not possible, my dear. Then what you suffer? Clear? देखो, सर्वतः सदृशाः केचित् कुलक्रममनोगुणैः केचिदर्थेन सदृशाः केचिच्चाति विलक्षणाः. In these repeated creations. Now understood? In the ocean of consciousness, how many universes come and go like the waves come and go. इतना तो समझ गए? In that, कि सर्वतः सदृशाः केचित्. Sometimes sadrishya, same looking things are projected. Then kechita kula krama manogunaihi. And that sadrishya is because of their kula, because of their krama, because of their mana, because of their guna. एक ही कुल का है तो एक ही तरह होंगे. All ducks like same like. It's called kula. Then krama. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू mana, अगर mana सेम है तो ऐसा ही क्रिएशन होएगा, और गुण सेम है तो ऐसा ही क्रिएशन होगा. सो कुछ तो होएंगे कुलक्रम मनोगुणैः सदृशाः केचित् अर्थेन सदृशाः some of them are their purpose is same therefore they are projected at same time kechicha ati vilakshana some of them are projected with totally different lakshanas. So two ways you can see. I an individual also again and again may take the same if the qualities are of me same type. बदल रहे हैं तो उसके अनुसार. सो इफ आई मेंटेन द मनुष्य गुणास मानो तो अगले 10 जन्म मैं मनुष्य ही रहूंगा. विद इन मनुष्य अगेन कॉमन थिंग इज मनुष्य शरीर बट अगेन विद इन इट because of the mano guna etc. I may be born in Hinduism or the other religion or this place or that place. मनुष्य होने के नाते जाति मनुष्य का ही है 10 जन्म में बट हर जन्म में अदर भाषा में अदर रिलीजन में अदर पार्ट ऑफ कंट्री में विद अदर नेचर डिपेंडिंग ऑन कुल क्रम मनोगुण ही. अंडरस्टूड. केचिच्च अति विलक्षण. अति विलक्षण मीन्स अब मनुष्य का ही संस्कार वासना नहीं है. इफ दे आर ऑफ एनी पशु आई विल बी बॉर्न एज द मंकी और डोंकी और एनीथिंग. दिस इज हाउ in the Srishti continuously the expressions are happening. यहाँ तक समझ में है ना. Individual or total, how they are all projected because of avidya, this is given here. अविद्या के कारण इंडिविजुअल का होता है, देन द परमात्मा का अपने अनंत माया शक्ति के कारण समष्टि का सृष्टि होता रहता है. इतना समझने के बाद नाउ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग to convey which all this has been said is brought into the notice by or teachings by our वशिष्ठ ऋषि. क्या कहते हैं इतना समझ गए ना आप. अब सुनो बेटा कि your question was about this Vyasa. So he is explaining imam Vyasa munim tatra dvatrimsham samsmarami aham. This Vyasa who is in front of us, I believe him to be the 32nd Vyasa. Okay, yatha sambhava vijnana drusha. With my vijnana possible, when I am visualizing sandrushyamanaya, with that vision when I am visualizing, this Vyasa appears to be the 32nd Vyasa. Before them, him, this one, 31 Vyasas have come. Now relate with the earlier points. So from the last 32 Janmas, he got his samskaras to be like Vyasa only. And to come to the Vyasa Sthiti, how many earlier Janmas in different yonis he has gone through, we don't know. That Vaashishtha is not narrating them. But 32nd Vyasa hai ye. So, imam Vyasa munim tatra dvatrimsham samsmaramyaham. So he was Vyasa only earlier 31 times. 32 now. So in that also Dvadasha alpadhiyah tatra kula akara itaihi samaha. So the 32 May, the 12 Vyasas were not as paripakwa matured like the later Vyasas. So tat Dvadasha alpadhiyah tatra kula akara ihitahi sama. But by their iha, by their by their kula, they were same. Not simultaneously. एक के बाद एक आने वाले पहले 12 वाले जो थे वो कुला आकार से सम है, लेकिन they were all little अल्पधियः. Okay, दश सर्वे समाकाराः. Then after that came the 10. All are not only the samakaraha, shishtaha. They are well educated also. Kula vilakshanaha. But they were different kula born. Not in the same. Okay, yeah. Now, adhyabhi anye bhavishyanti. This Vyasa you are seeing, no? इनके बाद भी यही बार बार फिर से प्रकट होंगे. यहाँ अद्यापि अन्य भविष्यन्ति. Not only this Vyasa. Like this word said in Gita chapter 4. Bahuni me vetitani janmani tavacha Arjuna. Me and tavacha. Tani aham veda sarvani न त्वं वेत्त. फोर्थ चैप्टर. सेकंड चैप्टर क्या कहा? फर्स्ट स्ट्रोक ओनली. न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्. There is no time where these Pandava, these people who were in the Yuddha and you and I were not there. We were there. Right now we are there. In future also we are going to be there. But the next few shlokas will tell us that we will be there but need not be together, need not be simultaneous. Just like a traffic में. And a wide road, 8 by 8 road है. Now how many vehicles go on going there? और कोई कोई कुछ समय तक साथ में ही जाते हैं, कोई कोई फिर आगे पीछे हो जाएंगे, कोई आगे जाके रोकेगा, फिर ये उसको रुकेगा, ये जाकर उसको ओवरटेक करता है. डोंट यू सी दैट everywhere when you sow the seeds and plants, same time they won't grow. कोई पहले कोई बाद में, कोई कट्टे ग्रो करते हैं, किसी में पत्ते पहले आते हैं, किसी में नहीं आते, किसी में गलियां पहले आते नहीं आते. So those permutation combinations are infinite. Okay, so he says अद्या भी अन्य भविष्यन्ति. अब तो है ही, आगे भी ऐसे बहुत होंगे. कौन? व्यासा, नॉट ओनली व्यासा, वाल्मीकयः तथा. व्यास जी बहुत आएंगे, वाल्मीकि तथा भृगु ऋषि इज देयर. He will be again born. Angiraha, Angirasha will be coming. Pulastyaha, Pulastyaha, Tata eva api, Tata eva api Anyatha eva cha. So all of them and the newer ones also will come. Anyatha is the underlining word. The same people will be again and again born. Newer and newer also will be born. Therefore, you and I, when we die, we are again born. Till the moksha or Atma Jnana happens. But need not be together, can be together also. Maybe next to each other, but not recognizing each other. Never recognize to hota nahi. But if prarabdha is there, we come together and continue exhausting it. But all of them is only in the ignorance level, mind you. In pure reality, nothing. And these great yogis like Vyasa Adi, उनका ignorance नहीं है. वो consciously they take these avatars for blessing the mankind. They are given that freedom. Like the rented, the like the RTC bus and my own car. RTC बस वो कहाँ रुकेगा वहीं हमको उतरना है. You can't ask मुझे मेरे घर तक ले जा करके या बीच में रोको. But it is your own car, so you have a freedom. And having the car is your siddhi, that you earned money, you bought it. In the same way, these great yogis, Siddha Purusha, Mukta Purusha, they have earned that freedom that they can take birth any number of times in any of the Sharira, anywhere. Match this with our morning Yoga Darshanam, the Siddhis of Siddha Purushas. Jatyantara, wo dekha na humne? Jatyantarata is what is said here. See, morning class, evening class, they are all complementing or not. So remember, Adhyapi Anye Bhavishyanti Vyasa Valmikayasthatha Bhrugu Angiraha Pulastyascha Tata Eva Api Anyatha Evacha. And mind you, their Shariras are Divya, therefore their Jivana Kala need not be like the human being 80 years, 100 years die. A present Vyasa Bhagavan is there from thousands of years, he is still there in the Sharira. Vyasaji, then Ashwathama, then Maitreya Rishi, then Dattatreya Bhagavan. They all are even there in the Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, they are there. स्थूल भी लेकर वो दर्शन भी देते हैं. So not only that, Naraha, we are all human beings, Sura Rishi, Sura means Devatas, Sura Rishi, Deva Rishis like Naradadi, then Devanam Ganaha, the different Devata Ganas, Sambhuya, having God projected, Bhurishaha, in many quantities, Utpadyante, then Viliyante, Kadachitcha Prutak. They will be born, resolving, can be together, can be different places, different times as required. No, this knowledge, if one can contemplate, and come to grasp even the literal meaning, in the arrival of this new knowledge, the notion spheres, even the impossible expectations, they all go away. And some of the expectations, again, with Yoga Siddhi, we can make them possible. हाँ, वन यू कैन हैव योगा सिद्धि टू से दैट मुझे भारतवर्ष में और इसी जगह जन्म लेना है. For that there is a payment you have to do of your yoga siddhis. If you do that, you will be born. वो नहीं है सिद्धियां, then whatever vasanas are there, according to that, when we are pushed, we have no choice but we have to go there. Wonderful, no? See, अद्याप्यन्ये भविष्यन्ति व्यासवाल्मीकयस्तथा भृग्वङ्गिरः पुलस्त्याश्च तथैवाप्यन्यथैव च सुराः सुरर्षि नराः सुरर्षि देवानां गणाः सम्भूय भूरिशः उत्पद्यन्ते विलीयन्ते कदाचित् च पृथक् पृथक्. So sometime they are together simultaneously born, sometime आगे पीछे, sometime they don't know even each other, means they don't come across only each other. In this way that happens. Okay. Right now what's going on is Brahmi Dva Saptati Treta. तो इन द ब्रह्म देवास 17th सेकंड युग में ये त्रेता युग अब चल रहा है ना. ब्राह्मी द्वा सप्तति त्रेता आसीदस्ति भविष्यति. देन स एवान्यश्च लोकाश्च तम चाहम चेति वेद्यम. So earlier so many have come and gone like that. Future also it will come and go. In that way, eva anyascha lokascha tam chaham cha iti vedhyaham. So even in the earlier time when the Treta Yugas came, you were there, I was also there. Right now we are there. अब आगे भी ऐसे बहुत सारे होंगे. In that also will be there. Then the new ones also will come. Those who are the other jivas from the lower strata, those who are evolving, they get joined. And within these, whoever have got the Atmanubhuti, they have gone beyond that. Jiva Bhava, there are no Vasana Samskara Vidyas in them, which otherwise would have forced them to take the birth, etc. अब उनकी जरूरत नहीं है, वो मुक्त हो गए. So Vyashti and Samishti में, as long as the avidya is maintained, out of the avidya, these whole creations with all varieties come and go. Then, for the purpose of the totality, the Rishi Munis, either appointed by the Samashti or by their own choice, or by the requirement of the Samashti also, they will come, they do the work and go. And this is all main information, subheadings given. Then within that, the mystical permutations, combinations, probabilities, you and I cannot imagine. Our intellect is not capable of knowing it, not required to know. इतना जान लो तो पता है बस. Isn't it? Even scientists जितना भी कोशिश करें, what is happening to some extent they discover. But how and why it is happening, they can't. Like nowadays with science and technology, from the time of conception till delivery, how the fetus goes on changing. Everything is videographed and you can see it of a human being or any of species. So with science you can discover what is happening. But why it is happening, how it is happening, your dimag, the scientific dimag cannot. You may talk about the chromosomes or the genes or the DNA, whatever you call. But why that type of combination leads to this type of creation, you can't say. That is why the Vedanta says samskara vasanaye Ishvara anugraha. That is why we have to believe that Ishvara's presence and all. So Brahmi dvasaptati treta asidasti bhavishyati sa eva anyah cha lokaha cha tam cha aham cha iti vedmyaham. Understood? You will be there, I will be there in future also, past also we were there. Right now it is the 72nd one. Bahuni me vidyan janmane tavacha Arjuna. So many births were done of mine and yours. Oh Arjuna, I know all of them, you don't know them. Arjuna asks the question, and Krishna says, in this great yoga of internal jnana and outside karma, I taught it to Bhagavan Vivaswan. Then he taught to Manu. Manu taught to Ikshvaku. Vivaswan is Surya. Surya Putra is Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu's Putra is Ikshvaku. So I gave it to Surya, Surya gave it to Manu, Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. Then even Parambra Prapta, even Rajashakita, Sakale Namata, Yogam Nasta Parantava. अर्जुन asks, तुम तो मेरे से कुछ साल पहले जन्म लिए, how can you bluff me that you gave this knowledge to Surya Bhagavan who is born in the beginning of creation? कृष्णा says, बेटा तुम्हारा मेरे बहुत जन्म हुए पहले सब मैं जानता हूँ, तुम नहीं जानते. Then he tells the avatara rahasya. He says, ajaha pisan avyatma bhutanam vishwavisan swam prakta vaishtaya sambhavami atmamaya. When do you take the avatara? Dharmasya paritranaya sadhana. दीज आर वेरी हाई लेवल साइंसेस. इन सब कुछ समझने के लिए ऐसा दिमाग हमको बनाना है. दैट होल प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड स्पिरिचुअलिटी, योगा. When these cosmic mystic truths are revealed to us, and also along with that the beyond the truth reality, then we identify with the reality through meditation. We are no more an individual identified with upadhi and suffering here and entangling in other upadhis and slaveries. है ना, जब तक शरीर तादाद में है, एनी नंबर ऑफ जन्म, द ओल्ड एज, डेथ, डिसीज, हंगर, थर्स्ट, ये झमेला रहेगा ही. बट इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. जस्ट लाइक इन ड्रीम दिस बॉडी had body is there, no relative is there, no hunger thirst problems are there. So that possibility you have to stand and make it possible. What we are doing is strongly identify with the body, जिद्दी करके. In this only we want permanency, we want infinitude, we want the changeless thing. अरे इसका नेचर ही इम्परमेंट चेंजफुल है. फ्रॉम दिस इट कांट कम. अब इफ यू आस्क फॉर मिठास इन करेला or kadvapan in the arm, why do you insist it? If you want kadvapan, there is a karela, go and have it. If you want mithas, go and have in mango. मैंगे में कड़वा, करेले में मीठा मांगना, ये तुम्हारी घमंड है, जिद्दी है. That's called Dhritarashtra. In that way, all of us are mini Dhritarashtras only. Mini क्या, उनसे ज्यादा ही. The changeless substratum we don't want to identify with. And changeful thing we identify and we want it not to change. This ignorance is the cause for continuous struggle or samsara. What is realization? Identify the changeless self and play in the changes. Be a water, play appearing as wave. Be a gold, play the appearance of the ornaments. The appearance of wave, disappearance of wave, in between whatever happens to the wave, doesn't touch the water, the me. So the Srushti Sthiti Laya happening in me, the consciousness, do not touch me. That's called Moksha Sthiti. That's what we have to seek. Okay? Now, this will be continued. Kramena asya muneritta vyasa sadhva karmana avatar dashamo deva darshana. Then 10 more avatars he will take. Then he'll write Mahabharata and all. Thereafter, as you asked, he will become Videha Mukta. That which was said, Vyasa will be Videha Mukta. Even now he is not Videha Mukta. He is Deha Yukta. That is why Adi Shankara Bhagavan had Vyasa Darshana. Vyasa Sandarshana Pritaya Namaha. In his Ashtottara of Adi Shankara we see. And he said he only doubled with his Yoga Shakti the age of Adi Shankara Bhagavan from 16 to 32. अतः शंकर भगवान का आयुर्दाय ओनली 16 था. बट उनसे बहुत काम करा ना, बिकॉज सच ए पावरफुल इक्विपमेंट इट इज. वाई वेस्ट? तो और 16 बढ़ाओ, तो डू ऑल द वर्क ऑफ spreading Advaita Vedanta. And then these things, if I have to talk to you, for that I have to know it, how much high level my intellect has to be. If it has to evolve to that high level, I cannot get caught up in all useless samsara. Like a person of highest scientific thinking or economic thinking or political management thinking, he cannot struggle for small little things. That's why to avoid him struggling for small these things, to such great higher visionaries, the required yoga kshema Bhagwan gives. अब प्रधानमंत्री है, No, he cannot stand in a line for a bus. He cannot go to Sabji market. He cannot make his own food. But they are required for him. But his work is for the whole nation. So those Yogakshema Bhagavan provides. So you need not think about them. This is how, some more things we'll see tomorrow. Sri Ramachandra. Om Purnamada. Om Bhurvasva Pranaya. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वमिदं विभाति नारायण दासरमो आ ब्रह्मलोकधीरी बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री योगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतान की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम। दैट्स वंडरफुल फ्रेंड्स। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्तगण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। Today Sunday, people are seen. Try to attend every day, friends. In 5 minutes, join for the study of Atma Moda, 1 or 2 mantras. Then we go to the chanting of Tripura Rahasyam. Slowly it's coming to conclusion in maybe a week's time. Then we take up Tulsi Ramayana Parayana. Our Skanda Purana will continue. So Skanda Purana, Tulsi Ramayana, Adi Shankara Rachana, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. 4 texts every day. Then the afternoon 2 of them or 4 of them. सुबह 2 पूरे 10 ग्रंथ हम पढ़ रहे हैं। अच्छी बात है ना। थैंक यू।